Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. I've just been looking at this post from crypto.com where they've announced that they're going to be giving 20% per annum on CRO if you lock it up for the next 12 months. This post was made yesterday. I'm a little bit late to the party, but I've only just kind of got round to doing this video. But 20% per annum is just fantastic in anyone's world. You know, you're not going to get 20% return on investment anywhere else, you know, whether that's staking crypto, whether it's high interest savings accounts, whether it's putting your money into the S&P 500 or, you know, the FTSE 100, whatever, you're not going to be getting 20% return on investment. You might get much higher gains than that if you put it into meme tokens, as I've been doing as of late, but, you know, they're obviously high risk. This one is a much safer investment, not guaranteed, but it's much safer, which, you know, notoriously safer investments give lower rewards and lower return on investment naturally. So why 20%? What's the catch? There's got to be a catch, right? Well, of course, because at the end of the day, crypto.com are a business, and as much as they want to keep their users and customers happy, they want to keep themselves happy and their own bank accounts happy as well. So, you know, they're not doing it just for the user, the customer, they're doing it for themselves as well. So obviously, if you're locking up your money on the crypto.com app platform for the next 12 months, you're effectively giving them your money to do with what they want, you know, whether they invest it elsewhere and start making, you know, higher interest themselves elsewhere, whatever they do with the funds on their platform, they will be using them to generate themselves more profit. So that's obviously the first benefit to them. The second benefit to them is that if you've got your funds locked up, you can't sell them. So if the price of the CRO token pumps, which inevitably it will do in the coming months, then, you know, you can't sell it and you might miss out the opportunities to sell at an all-time high, or even at an all-time high for you. You know, if you bought in at 5 cents, 10 cents, 12 cents and the price pumps to 50 cents, then you've made lots of money, and I'm sure most of you, or many of you, will sell or take some profits, and they obviously don't want that. They want you to keep your funds on their platform. So there are obviously benefits to crypto.com giving away this 20%. On the other hand, you know, if you've got $100,000 worth of crypto.com CRO token, you know, you're going to be making $20,000 on top of that in the next 12 months, and that's just incredible. Will the increase in the price, if you don't stake, offset that 20% gains? Who knows? You know, we're not going to know because we don't have a crystal ball, so we don't know exactly what's going to happen with the price of the CRO token. So this way, you're guaranteed 20%. And if you've got 100,000, 200,000, 500,000, that some of these people who've got, you know, icy white cards and obsidian cards have obviously got that much CRO. You know, this is an offer that's probably too good to refuse. So it all depends on, I guess, what you've got in the platform and, you know, what you would be happy to sell at. You know, some people are going to hold on to CRO forever. They might never sell over the next year, even if we get to $1. Who knows? They, you know, they might be waiting for that $5 mark or $10 mark or whatever they see the all-time high being and the value in the CRO token. So what's the best thing to do? Well, obviously I can't tell you what's the best thing to do for you. I know what I'm going to be doing with my CRO tokens, and that is I'm not going to lock them up. But I've only got 13,000 tokens. I've got 12,076 tokens that I staked for the card. I can unstake them now because the lockup period has expired a long time ago. There's no point in unstaking them because I might as well continue using the card and earning rewards whilst I'm not back to, you know, my initial investment. I bought these tokens at 28 cents, currently at, you know, around about 15 cents. So there's no point in me unstaking them now because I'm not going to sell them. So I might as well keep them staked and still use the card and earn some more. I've got 1,100 tokens that are not staked, just tokens that I've either bought or, you know, swapped elsewhere or whatever, but I've got 1,100 tokens. But in total, the balances were $2,048 US. So, you know, it's not a massive amount. If I was to lock this up, I could get 20% on that, $400. But I could potentially make much more than that by the price increasing exponentially over the coming months and, you know, sell these tokens. And obviously that's what crypto.com don't want us to do. So it all depends on how much you've got in the platform and what you what you see for the future of CRO. Whether some people have said that they're not going to sell for the next 5 years, maybe 10 years. It depends on where you think CRO might get to. But if we lock them up, we are going to potentially miss those all-time highs that are coming, within the next 12 months. If that 12-month window between now when you lock up and when you can unlock them, I think you're going to see the price of the CRO token really, really increase, and you're going to miss that opportunity to sell or at least take some profits. And then, after this Bitcoin halving 10 months from now, when the prices get to the probably the peak, and the price starts coming down again, you might miss that window of opportunity. So it obviously depends on you, what you've got invested, and what you see as the future for CRO. There might be an option to maybe stake half, put half into this and get 20% on half of your balance, and then leave the rest available to sell if you get to the point where you want to sell, when it's right for you. But like I say, it's all dependent on the individual. But the real point of this video and the real messages of this video is, don't just see this offer and think this is fantastic. It's an offer that's too good to refuse, and I best do it before I miss out, because it does say it's first come first serve. So there is that sense of urgency there, and it might force people to lock up their CRO and then regret it. So just weigh up the options and see what's best for you before locking everything up. There's obviously lots of people are talking about this on Reddit. There's lots of comments here on this post on the Crypto.com X account. So read through them, get an idea of what other people are saying, what other people are thinking. I'm sure there's going to be someone in exactly the same boat as you in terms of how much you've got invested into CRO. So I'm sure you'll find some good tips and advice from other people who are kind of similar level investors to you. But all I'm saying is just don't dive into this one, with FOMO, because it might be a decision that you come to regret in a couple of months from now. So make sure you obviously research. It's that old phrase, do your own research. But in this case, it's really true. You need to kind of have a look around and see what other people are saying and work out what would be best for you. Anyway, I'll leave links down below to the article. There's an article here on this offer, so you can have a read through that. It's not a great deal of information, but I'll leave a link down below anyway, so you can have a look at that. And like I say, have a look on Reddit and have a look on the Crypto.com X and read through the comments on that post. I'll leave a link to that post down below as well. That's it for this one, guys. Hope you found it useful. If you did, as always, click that thumbs up button. Come and check me out on X. I'm posting a lot more frequently on X now, so come and check me out on there. I've just done a giveaway actually for Drunk tokens. I've got 3x300 tokens to give away on X at the moment. That's going to be drawn today at 10 PM, so it's not too late to get on X. Follow me on X and you could potentially win those 300 tokens. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in another video.